Good morning. Let's talk about a topic that we've addressed a number of times because we think it's important to go over this again and again so that you really understand what it is that you're doing in the creation of the life or the reflection that you see in your life. We've talked to you so many times about opposition and what it is, but we want to go into a little bit more detail of what actually occurs as you oppose someone. You're actually constricting or closing your field. I oppose you and therefore I close off. In this closing off, you deny access to the divine part of you, the conscious part of you, that carries all the wisdom and knowledge that could be used in the response in the situation that you're in. And you are reacting 100% totally from a human emotional unconscious standpoint of energetic entrapments and emotional traumas that are stored within you that could be yours or your lineage. And therefore you have no control over your situation or the way that you want to feel in the life you're living. That's a lot. You're going to have to play that back a couple of times to get the understanding. What is reality? It's a perception you hold. You either constrict your field or open it based upon what it is you feel in any given moment in the life that you're living. And when you open your field, your whole reality changes because you have opened yourself to more flow from the divine and therefore have access to higher and higher levels of consciousness or ways of perception that will actually deliver a much different environment to you than the contracted state that many of you are in. You can weaponize anything, your food, your friendships, your war, whatever it is, with the way that you decide to feel about it. You are the creator of your reality, and we keep telling you this over and over again, but yet it doesn't seem to sink in. Sometimes it's like knocking on a hollow door. We are trying to get you to understand that your perception means everything. The way that you feel is the deliverer of the reality that you are now finding yourself in. Many of you do not want to accept that fact. It's difficult for you to believe that you could possibly create something in misery and live it out over and over again and not be victimized by it. But you have to understand that in a contracted state of suffering, that you are living in the 3 lower energy centers, of which all negativity is a part of. As you start to open and stop opposing and start inviting that higher consciousness, that conscious awareness into your field, then the relationships and the circumstances and the things that you find yourself in will be a reflection of that higher way of being. It's never about a situation being right or wrong. It's not about what's happened to you in your life, that it's true or false. All of those things are a reflection of an emotion that is being emanated out of you, either knowingly or unknowingly. Until you finally recognize the power that you are in your ability to radiate out what it is that you want to receive in your experience, you're going to be receiving random things and be victimized by them and not be happy about them. There's just no way you can get to where you want to be by staying in a feeling that you don't want to feel. The only way that you can actually create something that moves you to a place of satisfaction is derive some type of satisfaction where you're at. There's always something that you can find to put your focus on, aside from the suffering that you are in, for how little time that you can do it, to guide yourself very gently in the direction of other things that can flow into you because of that good feeling that you are guiding yourself towards. Even in your wars, in your racial disputes, in all of the things that you deem as wrong in the world, there are preferences that are being born. There are revealing emotions that are coming forward for healing in those that are participating in those. the great amounts of fear that are magnetized by your wars, the great amounts of anger, the great amounts of rage, the great amounts of victimization, all of these emotions that are triggered as a result of the things that you deem as terrible in your world are actually coming up for review and healing. We hope that you can understand that when you ask us, what's it like over there? Our answer to you would be, over where? You are the leading edge of thought. And as the leading edge of thought, you are the creator of expansion, an answer, a preference. We are receiving everything that you feel. And from that feeling, we are answering. We are issuing a response. And we are expanding not only you, but ourselves in the same process. There simply is no expression of life that is not creating thought, that is not deriving a conclusion or a preference and needing a solving answer for. And this is what you would call life. Good day.